Good evening. One paragraph before we get to the pending ceremony. Many of you know that I was a plaintiff in Brown versus Board of Education in the Prince Edward at Farmville school cases, and at 18 and 19 years of age, faced being kidnapped and lynched by the Ku Klux Klan. But my mother and father stood behind me and ran the risk of the Klan burning their home, and father losing his job. But they told me, Thanksgiving of '54, there are no more two brilliant Negroes in America than Thurgood Marshall and James Neighbor. Boy, you listen to them. And I became the lead plaintiff in the role that James Meredith played in Mississippi. I may be alive today talking with you only because of Governor Forbes. When Forbes threatened to close the colored schools in Arkansas, the NAACP and Thurgood decided they did not have enough money to go forward in both situations. And they settled my case, and it never broke in the press. But then I ended up with the hottest job in the United States government. And I say that because I want you to know, you never know what challenge you will be faced with. But after 2 years military service, on the second day of the Kennedy administration, I was called by Bobby Kennedy to become his special assistant. His special assistant to monitor all the major criminal cases, but then he dropped a bombshell. He said, but that's your cover. I want you, because of your bravery and your courage in the civil rights movement, to be my personal assistant, to monitor the Martin Luther King movement, to make sure that the Communist Party would not infiltrate it and cause a second civil war in this country, to make sure that those racist FBI agents would in fact undermine or engage in illegal practices to undermine Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement. And also, of course, even-handedly, to make sure that the black leaders did not commit any federal crimes like mail fraud, wire fraud, embezzlement, and that they were really legitimate. I ended up being sworn in with the same responsibilities as a CIA agent, and to be the go-between between J. Edgar Hoover and Bobby Kennedy, and to brief him every day as to what was in the FBI reports. I ended up being the undercover agent on the mall in August of '63 to make sure we did not have race riots. I tell you that because as a youngster at Howard, I had to take 2 high school remedial courses. I had to overcome, and I want you to overcome, any deficiencies and say, I will face the challenge. I will undertake whatever is put in my path to get accomplished. And to skip forward and get to the pinning ceremony. As a result of that, and my career since then, this past March, I was selected by the International Association of Top Professionals in the World as the top judge for 2017, in this, not only in this nation, but in this entire world. And in April, I was selected for the highest award by Who's Who, the Albert Nelson Marquis Lifetime Achievement Award. And they are now publishing a new set of volumes called Lifetime Achievers in the United States. And they have committed me to be the first chapter. A little country boy that everybody wanted to send to Tuskegee, who had to take 2 courses first semester in college as remedial high school courses because I had not had geometry and my English wasn't up to par. I'm committed to get out and inspire and motivate black youngsters all over America. I'm the primary founder of the National African American Drug Policy Coalition to seek out every young black person in America, instead of having you end up in the criminal justice system and in the juvenile justice system, I match you at the 8th grade level. Every kid in America today who wants to be a lawyer, I'm in position as the chief executive officer to assign a lawyer or a judge to that kid to be a counselor mentor in the 8th grade, to get him to be a lawyer like you. Every medical doctor in America is available to be a counselor to every black kid who wants to be. This Wednesday, I will moderate an all-day STEM program with the Center for Islamic Studies as a pre-conference to the Congressional Black Caucus to indeed reach that Mecca that Thurgood Marshall and Martin Luther King combined when he talked about being judged by the character, and when persons' color and race, national origin, will no longer matter in this country. That's my mission, and that's why I spent 20 days or more a month on the road testing to black organizations and in black churches all over this nation to in fact make the blacks in this country, the leaders of this nation and this country, under our Constitution, one of true equality in America. I know the hour is late and I don't want to go along further, so let's move forward with our pinning ceremony.
Does everyone have a copy of the Aspiring Lawyer Success Pledge? Everyone does? No. We need some up here.
You want to have all the suits come up front here, or just have them stand on?
They can stay, just ask them to raise their right hand.
Well, all these students that are participants at this point in the program this weekend, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to do the following to become the most excellent strategic and competitive law school applicant possible. I will recognize that success is a habit and results from the positive actions that I take each and every day. I will create a written strategic action plan and take the necessary steps to carry out and follow through with my plan. I will take the time to invest in my personal development and do the types of things that will help me progress, improve and grow. I will take care of my spirit and physical body so that I am able to maintain high performance on a regular basis. I will work on creating, building and maintaining positive and healthy relationships with people so that they will want to support me. I will work to be indispensable and incredibly dependent on whatever jobs and internships that I hold. I will try to socialize and associate with other achievement-oriented peers that are making things happen so that we can serve as accountability partners and support systems to one another in becoming even better and achieving high goals. I will look at what other successful people have done and learned from them. I will take risks and get out of my comfort zone. As I realize that this is the only way I can stretch myself and become better. I will seek out law students and lawyer mentors who have already succeeded in doing what I am to do, because success leaves footprints and clues. I will work to distinguish myself from the many other highly intelligent and involved students across the nation, so I can compete against these people on a national level. I will take advantage of all the opportunities made available to me and create them where more currently exist. I will demand excellence from myself in everything I do, and work to exhibit the qualities of a world-class scholar, student, leader, and human being. Most importantly, once I achieve my goals, and while I'm in the process of trying to achieve them, I will recognize that I have a responsibility to give back and pay it forward to those I can help with whatever it is that I know and can give. I will be excellent, competitive, and strategic law school applicant, law student, and lawyer. I will be successful in success in the only opinion. Option.
I will be successful. Success is the only
Option. And success is the only option. I have everything it is within me to succeed in this and in any endeavor. It is my job to do all I can to bring it out. I will do whatever it takes, no matter what. No excuses. I have declared it. I believe it. And I receive it. I will achieve my goal of becoming a law student and lawyer once I make the decision that it is something I really want to do. I am an aspiring lawyer. And I make this pledge publicly and proudly. I will succeed.